Well, the party shirt is on, so I guess we're drinking, baby.
Do you like whiskey?
Yes. You'd be surprised to hear I like whiskey, because when I drink it here, I'm like, I do.
I've had bourbon once or twice. I've never had a Japanese whiskey, but I have had a Japanese gin, and it's quite nice.
Ooh. We're either going to like the American whiskey or the Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we will like whiskey.
We like whiskey, yeah.
So we're the real winners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, looking at them, X is very different to O.
Oh, now I'm gonna guess this is the bourbon.
Really, it demonstrates the two varieties of piss. I didn't really last long as giving whiskey tour guides.
Sure, let's give it a shot. Let's try the X first.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's very mild.
That was salty.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think I like X very much.
It's tasty. I still think that's the bourbon.
Ooh. Okay.
Jesus. Do I prefer that?
I don't know. That one goes in easier.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's a bit paint strippery.
It is a bit.
Very smooth.
It's different. Real smooth. Not much of a burn to it at all.
Are they very different?
Colin put out 2 whiskeys in front of us, and I was like, oh, I'm delighted. This is fantastic. 2 whiskeys.
Yeah.
But you've given us 2 not very nice whiskeys.
Okay, so I'm not a whiskey drinker, but through these shoots, I'm figuring out what kind of whiskey I like. And this is definitely the kind that burns a little, but not a lot. The very mild flavors, goes down real easy and smooth.
I think O for me.
Yeah, I prefer the O.
A big screaming O from us.
It's a big trio.
X.
X, but not by much.
No.
Yo, I'm definitely an O man, and I think I know what you're gonna say.
I'm an X-Man.
He's an X-Man.
I'm an X-Man.
He's an X-Man.
Call me Wolverine.
The O is Kuryoshi Japanese whiskey.
Ah!
And the X is Michter's bourbon.
What would you rate these out of 10?
Oh
If you
boy.
weren't so keen on them.
I said a 2
Yeah.
and a 4 out of 10.
You know, I'm going to refer to Seamus on this one. But you multiply 4 by 2, and add another 2, it's 10. You're never too far away from a 10.
I think if this sets the tone now for the rest of it, it'll be pretty easy to spot the
Which is which.
which is which.
Because the
yeah.
Japanese whiskey was so subtle.
That's a harsh old name
It
there.
is, yeah.
Michter.
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 He sounds like he drives a Massey Ferguson.
Yeah.
Michter's small batch Kentucky split.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Oh, mother
Sure, it's
of
no
God.
fried chicken, is
Aye,
it?
No, God, no at all. That's a healthy urine sample.
This actually does look like wee.
Circle is eating asparagus.
Yes.
Go
That's
for
right.
the X.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Are you getting any kind of burn off that?
A little bit.
I'm getting nothing.
Oh, it was on the swallow there. That went in swimmingly.
Now we're on better ground.
I was thinking the O might be the Japanese
Yeah.
and the X might be the bourbon, but this is so mild and I'm not used to. But then again, there could be mild bourbons.
There's a funny flavour with O.
Oh, no. This is... O is the bourbon.
O is the bourbon?
O is the bourbon.
I was thinking O is the Japanese.
No, you...
I'm not getting a burn. Have I passed that that level of? Am I already drunk enough that I'm not getting a burn?
Oh, Janie. That's like a surfer's boot.
It's really rubbery. It's like a wetsuit in a drink.
Yeah.
It is. You know when you take off the wetsuit and the smell that's in the changing room from all the wetsuits? That's what that is.
That, they just squeezed it over. I swear that is literally what that is.
And when I'm drinking a whiskey, I want to be able to say it's like, oh, that's a vanilla flavour. That's smooth. Smooth. Because apparently, people think I don't pronounce my THs. But I do.
If I'm picking a preference here, it wins by a hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both really nice.
So which is better?
The X.
X better.
The X,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you something. O is such a crazy new experience to me that there's something appealing about.
Personally, I prefer X. There's something a bit funky about O.
I like them both. I think they're 2 10s.
Oh my god.
2 10s, and for a bit of fun,
Yeah.
I'll give it to O. For a bit of fun, but there's not much in it.
Which do you prefer?
I prefer O.
X.
I can tell you that the X is Bullet Bourbon.
Oh.
And O was Tagauchi Japanese Whisky.
Japan's back in the game.
It is.
Lovely, but these
Lovely.
two are so close
Yeah.
in flavour. A lot more close than we expected.
I generally have a different kind of bullet. Not a
That's
whiskey
well,
bullet.
I generally have a bullet after an X, but
Yeah. And it gives me an O. So.
Take control of your orgasms, ladies.
Smells like whiskey.
No, whiskey.
Hold on. Yeah, whiskey.
If we're going by what we've experienced already, the lighter is usually the Japanese.
That's true.
And the
That is
dark-
true.
Then again, who knows? The Japanese could hit us with a curveball here.
Very confused by the smells because it was very distinct up until this point where you were like, you could have been. You feel like you could have been a sniffer dog at the airport for the last two. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I can identify that. That's Japanese
Yeah.
whiskey. That's suburban. Well, that's a very sharp taste. So I was nice about it. Oh,
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's. It's the first one I've liked all chew.
Ooh,
Bit of a
that's
burn to that.
A little bit of a burn. It tastes like bourbon.
that's the smoky.
real smoky.
Yeah, smoky's there. It's like shifting someone in the workman's smoking
It
area.
is. Yeah.
That's exactly what that is. Christ.
Real orangey. That's quite like Cointreau.
It's also nice, but different.
Yeah, very different.
O is definitely stronger. There's a bit of a burn to both of them. If I had to put my money on it, I would say X is the Japanese and O is the bourbon.
I prefer this, and I think this is Japanese.
I think I'm going to go with the X for this one, but I prefer it. I prefer the smoke.
X-Men.
Yeah.
What are you going with here?
I think I'm going with X.
I prefer X, and I think X is also the Japanese.
Right.
I also prefer X, but I think X is the bourbon.
You think X is the bourbon?
Yeah, I like
Okay,
X
so
as
we
well.
both prefer X.
I can tell you that X is Nika from the Barrel Japanese whiskey.
I think I've had that
Fucking
before.
way.
O is Knob Creek Bourbon.
My God.
You wouldn't get away with that name over here.
Knob Creek.
Knob Creek.
Bourbon.
Knob. I didn't know a knob.
Mad for the knob, yeah.
I think Knob Creek's like 60% or something.
Oh,
60.
really?
Jeez, maybe I do prefer it.
Cumulatively, instead of having 2 shots, that was about 3 shots worth of alcohol.
No, like I said, I think if I'm gonna pick a whiskey from a country now, I'm going with Japanese because that is 3 solid whiskeys in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the smoky vibe to this. But again, we were right. The darker colour generally tends to be
Yeah,
the bourbon.
Pair of tens. Pair of tens. Just say you want to say. You know you want to say.
It's a pair of 10s. It's a pair of 10s, goddammit.
Okay, so one is definitely lighter than the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna go again. It has to be the Japanese is the X and O is the bourbon, I would say.
We've been on a journey so far between America and Japan.
Based on what we've seen before, man, I'm fucking drunk.
You're buzzed.
You're
a cheap date.
I am there, man. Taste mild, very light burn. There's no doubt that's the Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the swallow that gets you every single bloody time.
Swallow one's hard.
That is exceptionally drinkable.
Smooth.
Smooth.
Bourbon.
Yeah. I
Bourbon.
was gonna say. Do you know what? My idea of bourbon has been like thrown out the window. Every bourbon I've had so far today has been much milder than I expected.
I missed this so much.
It's a bit woody.
Not a bad way.
No, not in a bad way, but it's like it slaps you on the tongue a bit.
Yeah, don't mind a bit of that.
Yeah.
Bit of slap and tickle.
Yeah? Oh.
I feel like you could be made into a Disney character though through these expressions. I think this could lead down.
Oh, like the evil witch. I'll give you a riddle, but I must.
I say X is the Japanese, O is the bourbon, and I prefer X.
I go for the O, which I think is the bourbon.
So we're both going for the O, is it?
Yes.
Ugh. Oh god, I nearly got sick there.
I prefer X. O is great.
O is great.
O is fantastic.
Don't take anything away from O.
I'd have O as the best man at my wedding. But I'd marry X.
I'd probably get X to cheat on you with me. Ruin the wedding. And leave you with O to console you.
So I can tell you that the X is the Cheetah Japanese Whiskey.
Ah, nice.
And the
Here is Bomberger's Declaration Bourbon.
Bomberger. I think I've fucking danced the dance with Bomberger before.
Look at how happy he is. Look at how happy I am. When I think that we just drank some whiskey that we enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
In terms of like my preference, it would definitely now be Japanese whiskey, Irish whiskey, bourbon, and then Scotch.
I wouldn't say like I hate this at all. It just is such a really rich flavour, really
Yeah.
caramelly.
I feel like if you're going to judge a country's entire whiskey production, I think having 4 that were just happened to be in the studio, I think that's a good way to, sum up the entire spectrum.
Beautiful. Every one of them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Chef's kiss to everyone.
It definitely improved my opinion of bourbon.
Everyone's palates are different. Like, you can't hate someone for not liking something and then liking something else. It's just what we like.
So I have the final scores here across all the pairs.
Yes.
The total votes for bourbon was 11.
Ooh.
And the total votes for Japanese whiskey was 13.
Oh!
Well done, Japan.
I don't think we have a winner at all. I think we liked them. We did. We liked both.
We liked both, yeah. We are a
Anyway.
neutral country.
We just want to come to your country and drink your drink.
There you go.
And we did that.
Yeah.
And you've provided us with wonderful experiences.
You come with us. And you can do that by subscribing and liking and clicking the bell and drinking the whiskey. And what's the whiskey?
Why are you touching me?
Cause I love you. 10 out of 10.
Hit the bell and get them off me.
Ah.